5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome back to the Race Hangover. I'm your host, Austin Terry, joined by my co-host, Caleb Budler. I'm looking down here because my laptop's right here. But since we last conversed, we had a real blow up. Our first one, actually. It was the Jack Doohan radio call. Got at least 100K. What is that now? 117?
Around
What's it?
that.
Yeah,
For
around that.
for why, I don't know.
We didn't even think that was our best one. And that's the one that blew up. Um,
118 currently.
118. Wow.
And only
Um,
like 70 followers. 75.
Beggars can't be choosers now. We yeah. Since that we had that real blow up, but because there's no longer not no longer there isn't a race weekend, we're gonna do a preview of the next Grand Prix, which is Miami. And I don't have
Welcome.
any much more to say. I think this I'll give it to you for a bit, Katie. That's
I was just gonna say, welcome to Miami. Um,
yeah. That's so cool.
that's what?
That's so funny. That was just, I did not expect you to just open with that. I thought it was just gonna be like, hey guys, welcome back to the race.
Um, anyway, before we get started, we're gonna do a little exercise so you, the viewer, can get to know us a little bit better. We actually did this last week, but because Austin messed up the recording, we're gonna redo it. But
explain
basically,
it
you
every.
You may have seen on TikTok the trend of like rating blank whatever based on how close I am to the camera. Well, get ready for us to be uncomfortably close because we're about to do that with the current F1 grid. Um, so let's we'll start. I have a list of them instead of like playing the TikTok this time. So we're gonna start with Max Verstappen.
I'll stay where I am.
Yeah.
I'm neutral. I used to not like him, but
Yeah. Okay. Lewis Hamilton. I can only see like half of your face.
now does it go black? I think I went away from it and I just saw the light come back.
Okay. George
Sorry,
Russell.
let me just oh yeah, I like it. This is gonna be really scary, isn't it? This is gonna...
Awful. Okay. Lando Norris.
Can I eat the camera?
I'm so hungry I could eat the camera. Okay, Ollie Behrman.
I'm neutral. I'm not.
Nico Hulkenberg.
I don't, Nico. I'll get this close. Hey guys. Hey, how you doing?
Get this one. Charles Leclerc.
I'm indifferent. I like Charles, but yeah.
I said it like you. I usually say Charles.
Charles. I used to say Charles and it became reflex.
Kimi Antonelli.
Yeah, like him.
Esteban Ocon.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan. I'll slide a little bit. I'll slide a little bit.
Oy.
Oi.
Isaac Hadjar. Oh no,
I, I I like it. I like his TikToks. His
I
TikToks.
destroyed the car.
It just tries the car.
Oscar Piastri.
Yeah, I like that.
He's your
Oh,
twin. You gotta like him.
the two people that said, "Yo, you kind of look like Oscar
You
Piastri."
twin.
We doing
Yuki Tsunoda. Austin really likes
I
Yuki.
really like Yuki. I love Yuki.
Gabriel Bortoleto.
I don't know. I don't see enough about him. I'm indifferent.
I know like nothing about him. Lance Stroll.
I believe it or not, I quite like Lance Stroll sometimes.
I
Why are you
like how
so?
you, oh my God, hold on. I like how you say Lance.
Lance.
Alex Albon. Albon.
Oh, I like Albana.
Albono.
Invite us into your garage, please.
Albono, we're coming for you.
Please.
Jack Doohan. I feel like after last week, I really like him.
Great content farmer. Jack Doohan, please.
Carlos Sainz.
I like guns.
I can't with you.
You're gonna get a real good view of my wonky eye. You're gonna it's gonna be a really up close just
Liam Lawson.
I like Liam, but
I like Liam.
it's a neutral stance for me.
We're gonna get to this later about how much I like Liam. That's right, it's back this week, the propaganda. Fernando Alonso.
I quite like. Reminisce on the Taylor Swift dating rumors like a lot.
Okay. And then finally, Pierre Gasly.
I like Pierre. I like Pierre. You weren't there for the like by Pierre Gasly like era. You leave the room. Leave the room.
No, I will not leave the room.
Yeah, you weren't there for the like by Pierre Gasly era. It was quite
What?
fun. He like everything, like no matter
Every
what on Instagram and everything. So any post you saw that was either F1 related, it didn't even need to be F1 related. It just liked by Pierre Gasly and it became like a whole huge thing.
He just
And
had a
does
good
that
PR team.
no, it was him. It was him liking it. It wasn't his PR team.
Sure, like Lance Stroll runs his own TikTok.
He does not run that. He does not run that.
Okay. That is all I have obviously for the TikTok segment. So we'll go back to you with just a little like preview, or actually do the Miami last year recap kind of, and then we'll preview this year's race.
Okay. Um, I completely forgot I was doing this nation, but I'm pretty sure Lando Norris won it last year.
He did. It was his first
2024
win
Grand Prix.
ever.
It was.
This
That's
was
why I'm pretty sure. I remember watching it.
this was
I just
your
need to.
idea.
It was. I was just watching the
He's
boss.
also your favorite. How do you not?
Okay. Well, I just told you I knew it. I just didn't want to like fat out say it. Okay. So the race last year, there was a decent amount that went on. I think Max Verstappen hit a bollard
Did.
that left him, not in first because he was like dominating. And other than that, I'm probably missing something, but there wasn't too much. But Lando Norris did get his first career win. That was the whole big story of Miami because he didn't bottle it. Nothing happened. Nothing bad happened, and he finished 7.6 seconds ahead of Max Verstappen. So the top three was Norris, Verstappen, and Leclerc, which is quite a fun top three and cool down room. Checo Perez, who is no longer with us, finished fourth, and Carlos Sainz finished fifth. I don't need to say any. Oh, Logan Sargent was the only one to DNF.
At his home. Yeah.
That is technically his home.
Okay. And
Um,
he's also no longer with us.
he
So
is also no longer with us. Your favorite Pierre Gasly finished in 12th.
your Pierre Gasly.
Your Pierre Gasly. That was a sprint, wasn't it? There
Yeah,
was a
there
sprint,
is this year's.
which Max Verstappen won. It was Verstappen, Leclerc, Perez in the top three that won. Where did Lando finish in that? Wow.
Probably not.
He DNF with Lance Stroll.
Right.
I completely forgot what
With
happened
Lance.
at that
With
time
Lance.
with Lance. And yeah, what was the starting grid for that race, actually? That would be interesting to know. It was Verstappen, Leclerc, Sainz, Perez, Norris. So Lando won from fifth,
Damn.
which was quite impressive.
Well, and with the way qualifying's going this year,
Who
it might be
knows? He
repeated.
could. It would be like P10 and then he'll all of a sudden just work his way up there. But
Hey,
that's the what happened
right.
last year in an email.
And then actually looking to the preview this year, I don't think we'll see a repeat win from fifth because Miami is often pull to pull to P1.
There's only been what, like two races there?
I don't even know.
There hasn't been many Miami races,
Word on the street is
but
it's not a good passing circuit.
yeah, there's
Not a
that
lot of
one
room for.
huge long
Yeah,
straight, and then the back straight before the finish line. Those are the only two places you can overtake. Like everywhere else, you're just risking crashing into somebody or contact, and it's.
yeah,
But is it technically considered a street circuit? I think it is.
yeah. It is.
Yeah, it is a street circuit, so that would explain it. Street circuits don't usually
Yeah,
correlate into overtakes a lot.
yeah. But what are your predictions for this year with that?
Um, qualifying, I can do a top five of qualifying. I think it will be fifth will probably be a Ferrari. I'm going to call a Ferrari, and I'm probably going to say Charles Leclerc
Yeah,
as Lewis doesn't have qualifying pace. Fourth will most likely be George Russell.
yeah.
He'll figure out a way to just weasel his way in there. Third, Verstappen probably, and then either one of the McLarens won too. I think that it will be a track that they're really strong at. I don't think Lando will bottle this one because it's a hard track to not put in a good lap on. There isn't too much to crash into, so
You can avoid the wall this time.
he can avoid the wall, but if he clips a curb, he will go into a wall. But I feel like that was a one-time mistake
Yeah,
that everyone just ganged up on him for because
for
it's
sure.
Lando hate is kind of forced. I'm just
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think it'll be kind of the usual suspects in one, two, three there with the McLarens and Max. And I think honestly, whoever gets pole this time will probably take it. Maybe a little
Mhm.
repeat of the Suzuka Snooze Fest is what we might be thinking.
Suzuka snooze fest.
I think that could be in our future. But yeah, I agree exactly with your top five for qualifying.
Mhm.
So
Watch George Russell ruin it and get pole. That
yeah,
would be the one where he's like, "Yeah, this is my time to shine."
I was gonna say too, like I could see that like again, just because I think whoever gets pole is gonna win if he like whips out a fast lap because he was pretty quick in Jeddah. Like
Yeah,
if I know it was mainly between Oscar and Max and that kind of took over, but he was pretty quick. Like he was purple for a while. Didn't end up there, but I think yeah, if he could come out with the fastest lap in qualifying.
yeah.
But
He's also really consistent. Like he's always
yeah,
there and thereabouts. One of these
he'll
times he's gonna
lurking.
put it in the lab. It'll be.
Yeah, he's obviously gonna get a race win this year, I think, and this one could be his. But I
Mhm.
also, if I'm just going on vibes, I think Lando's gonna not only
This
is
seems like the most Lando Grand Prix to win.
not
I
only
hate to
is he
say
due
it.
for a comeback, he's got the Miami vibes, and I just think like he obviously is
He'll,
comfortable in this
Mhm.
circuit, and it like he likes Miami, and
Yeah.
it was positive
He
vibes in the past, and I think he can bring it back in. But
yeah, he fronts the all the edits on
yeah,
TikTok of Miami. He's always in there somewhat, so I feel like he'll be his, I think.
yeah, that's my prediction. I'd assume that's all you have for.
Good job. I don't know.
We should also talk really quick on who we think is not going to finish.
Oh, um, I haven't thought about that. I don't wish bad things
I
upon
don't
people.
either.
Yeah, I've heard some bad things about Pierre Gasly from you.
I would never, I would never wish an injury or anything upon
No,
anyone.
not injury, just like subtle DNFs. Like you cheered in Saudi Arabia, I'm pretty sure. Like
Don't
you're like
look at our
Yuki,
Twitter.
no,
Don't look
Gasly,
at the Twitter text
yeah.
recaps.
Uh, but who's not finishing?
Not
I
even not going to
feel
finish, but like, who are your bottom five?
bottom five. Got to have both Salvas down there.
Got to put the stakes down low.
Doan will be down there as well.
Ground beef, if you will.
Ground beef. Doing both the
Yeah.
Salvas. Um,
Hey, might as well say both Alpines at this point.
no, Gasly's putting in effort for some reason.
For some reason, you know why? We're gonna get to this later. It's but because he's gonna win the driver championship next year.
So what is that? Three. I'm gonna have Hulkenberg down there as well, and Lance Stroll. That's my bottom five.
You already said both, so
Okay. Oh! I thought you were still Haas. Oh, that didn't click. Ocon, I meant
I was
Ocon.
so
Ocon.
second
I
guessing
meant to put a
myself. I
Haas
was
there. I
like,
meant, yeah, I completely forgot that they did
yeah,
that switch. I meant to say Ocon. Yeah.
okay. So what did you
Was
say?
so in no particular order, Ocon, the Salbers, Doohan, and Stroll.
Yeah, I agree because none of my rookies are down there.
One of them is DNFing.
Mm-mm. Anyway, none of my rookies would be in the bottom five. Liam Lawson and Ollie Behrman.
Solid P12 contenders.
Only rookie of mine that's DNFing is Fernando Alonso.
He only DNFs at like the Italian tracks, I've noticed. He
I'm
loves
more joking that he's a
he
rookie.
loves it. I know, but the rookie joke is it gets me every time because you're like it takes me a second to process that you said Fernando Alonso is a rookie.
Okay, so that is all we have for the Miami predictions, recaps. basically just yap. Austin didn't even know what he was talking about half
Wait,
the time.
you didn't say yours.
I said I agree with you.
Oh, I thought you were gonna actually put out an original
I
one.
don't think have anything that.
No original thoughts behind those.
Okay, you know what? Instead of
Oh, calm down, calm down, it's a joke. We don't need to get we don't need to get into this.
what?
If you start a sentence with "well, okay," I know I'm getting flamed. We don't need to get into
No,
this,
I
guys.
wasn't gonna blame you at all. I was gonna say, why are you so scared? No, I was just gonna say no instead of like I was trying to pick one of your five and just put Pierre Gasly instead. That's all I was gonna do. But anyway, moving on from Miami, because we're still a week out, we'll have lots on what actually happens in Miami next week, next Tuesday.
Mhm.
But for now, we're just gonna go through our favorite kind of memes and storylines of this year so far. Austin, you go first.
Okay, I
This
saw
was
my
one of them.
phone. Well, one of the storylines that I quite enjoy is the whole Oscar Lando beef that people are curating.
What
They'll
do
just take
you think?
random interview clips from what Lando said, and when they ask Oscar what he said, and he goes, I don't actually think that. Like, and people are like, they're beefing. Is this?
But all
Uh,
Oscar actually does is just his face where he goes,
yeah, he just judges
he just goes,
with his face. Another one that I really truly enjoy is people creating those "I'm so hungry I could eat a."
that's
It's,
on my list too.
I
And then
don't
all
have
of a
any of them.
sudden, they're just bodying Bro Sadie's, and I'm like,
The one I enjoyed was "I'm so hungry I could eat." I think it was a Sebastian Vettel, and it's a picture
and it
of
was
Oscar and
Oscar
Mark
and
Webber.
Mark.
Yeah,
I sent it to you.
that one was actually one of my
That's
favorites.
literally in my notes. I have I'm so hungry I could eat trend and everyone bodying Seb and Mark Webber.
On the trend of um Sebastian Vettel, I have a picture here of someone took a picture of Kimi Antonelli kissing the Mercedes. And someone tweeted out Sebastian Vettel would have loved him. And someone quote tweeted that and said, "Oh well, Suis Ito quote tweeted it and said, Sebastian Vettel, please come back. They're tweeting like you're dead." It
I saw
is,
that.
yeah, it's that one.
Did we
Another,
retweet that?
I might have.
Is that where I saw it? I saw it too.
I
I
don't know.
saw
I
it
might have
on.
sent it to you or I retweeted it, one of the two.
I also
Another
saw
one,
it before you sent it to me.
mm, another one of my favorites is this plushie of Oscar Piastri that I'll put on the screen now. Where it's just a really wide face of him. It
I'll
is
put it on screen.
the translation being "I'm losing my mind" as well. It's so funny.
Uh,
Did I get any more? Yeah, this is my last one. At Dailies Verstappen said, "I'm taking matters into my own hands," and they found Adrian Newey's "How to Build a Car" book,
I saw
and they added Red Bull Racing in it.
I saw that. I feel like I saw a really funny reply to that, but I don't remember what it was.
Okay, those are the ones I have.
Okay, well, I didn't come with receipts, but
Shame.
I have some points, excluding the I'm so hungry I could eat because we've talked about this. Just the quote of Pierre saying that he's gonna win the drivers' championship next year.
That
I
was really funny because
and I quoted it and said, "Yeah, and I'll have the second Red Bull seat." Like,
if he does that somehow, if he wins the championship next year, genius.
or us
First of all, but if he's still in the Alpine don't build a car that's good, and he's what P10 in it, it's
at
gonna look so
least.
bad for
It's
him.
gonna be so funny, and I'm here for it. I'm hate watching all of next year. Okay. My next one is, and I just posted a TikTok about this, but Lando and all of the 21 Pilots doubt demo epidemic. Why is every other
Oh
video on
yeah,
my For You page him edited to that song? With just like the most anxious Drive to Survive clips I've ever seen.
tried to survive.
Like,
Yeah, those are quite good. The Lando edits are
like
I,
some of them low-key go hard, but also stop. Like, I've seen enough of him with that song. I'm gonna crash out. But also, I just really like that song. Always been a 21 Pilots fan, gotta admit. I played that song 36 times in like 2 days, a week.
like recently
Yeah,
or
no.
okay.
Well, because the demo just came out.
Oh, okay.
But if
I don't follow 21 Pilots, so I don't know.
God, the song's been out obviously since like forever.
Yeah.
But the demo just came out, and if you go to my earbuds, I'm coming with receipts here actually.
Everyone sponsor us, by the way.
Hey, Oh, it only says 15 times now, but if you looked as of yesterday, it was 36 times, which just means that in the past this week, because it's Sunday, I listened to it 15 times.
Is it that good?
It's pretty good.
I'd say so.
It's also just like a reflection of my mental state, but like, but also if you then go to stop, but then also if you go to my replay of 2025, um, this is way diving deeper than we need to. But so actually, here's the catch: is this song, the demo version, came out on April 9th,
Uh-huh.
so like less than a month ago. If you go to my 2025 replay, yes, I'm an Apple Music user, and you scroll,
It's a lot of Harry Styles.
it's like
Hot, hot wings. I want to party. That's just.
it's
We
one,
need
two,
we need
three,
some edits to
five.
that when they go to Brazil. We
It's
need.
it's ninth on my replay, and it came out April 9th, and it is April 27th. So anyway, the epidemic has reached me. I am the target audience. And it's effective. And now moving on. I have and we tweeted about this and posted it tw plenty, but we didn't talk about it, I don't think, on the last episode. But Max just sipping the champagne and sounding
The sippy cup was just in.
the way
Whoa, that was loud. I don't, it was in my ear. I got a LinkedIn notification. And it just, oh my days.
I didn't hear it. You can't hear it on the. Okay, well,
Insert in
stop
the edits,
networking.
insert a LinkedIn notification.
Stop networking and log back in here. Um, anyway, Max sipping the champagne is so funny. The way he's holding it, like, and the way that every screenshot of it is so grainy too.
It's
Like
so
it's
blurred.
zoomed in. Anyway, that was one of my favorite things. The next thing I would like to talk about, and this isn't even like a meme, but it's the Kimmy documentary.
Yeah, I saw that. He
And
also
like
looks like adorable in that in the picture they chose. He like looks so young
adorable.
and
He
adorable.
just is adorable. Um, but I do think obviously, and I saw because someone posted the videos of him, like getting stuff signed by Lewis Hamilton, like when he
Mhm.
was 11, and one of the comments was like, "This is gonna make a great documentary," and I agree. But let's wait till he wins a driver's championship, or like give him 10 years of a career and then make a fire documentary. And I think the angle they're going for more is like Lewis Hamilton leaving and him filling in the seat
Yeah,
called, which will like still
yeah.
be cool. But I just think it's too early. Like we're 5 years
I yeah,
in.
I think at the end of the season to see how both drivers did would have been
But maybe
like
the
they
like that's what it might be.
Mhm.
They're just announcing it now, but filming throughout the season. But still, I just think it's a little early. And not that I'm not here for the Kimmy content because I am, but I do think it's a little early and I don't know. I think it'll still be good, but
Yeah.
they'll probably make another one when he wins a championship or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'll
I
eat
saw
it
it. It'll
up.
be yeah, how you know. It will look so I think it'll be a good documentary, but yeah, it's a bit early because like Lewis hypothetically could still win a championship before Kimmy. Like
Yeah,
then it's like
it could happen this year. It probably won't.
y-
I'm not a
no,
delusional Ferrari fan, but
I don't even think the Ferrari fans think they win in this championship.
no,
Actually, no, they do.
they
They love it.
do.
They love it. The
Unfortunately,
Forza
we know
Ferrari and
some
whatnot.
who, yeah. Um,
But yeah,
yeah,
it's a bit not strange. Like, I see why they're doing it.
yeah.
I'm not gonna bash them
Gotta
for
make
it. But
money. Like,
I mean, am I gonna sit down and watch it? Yes.
yeah.
So,
Yes,
I mean, it's just an
I'm
interesting
sad.
concept to see which way they go with it, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it is the angle of like the seat moving from
Hmm.
Lewis to him, which
Yeah.
is a good angle, but I think it will also be good in 10 years.
I'm pretty sure the way Toto found out, I mean, George found out Lewis was leaving, like, because Lewis and Toto had like a sit down in like Toto's house. And then I think afterwards, this could be 100% wrong. I could have been
We
baited
like to make
somewhere on
things up on
this.
this podcast and then post it.
We like to make things
Wow.
up. But apparently, like, George like came over afterwards, and then he's just like, "You'll never guess what Lewis just told me." Like, so I think that's how that went. If it's not how that went down, my apologies. I got that wrong.
But that's how Austin likes to think it went.
That's how I'd love to think it went, actually.
Okay. And the final thing on my list is me bringing back my Liam Lawson agenda. Because we talked about it last week. I didn't clip it, but I was going to, but I might still, but I might just clip this instead. Um, Not only is my conspiracy that when he has his curly hair, he's a more likable person, which I just
Mhm.
think that's completely valid. I finally saw a TikTok of people liking Liam Lawson. Every single TikTok I see is hate, and I
Oh, you
finally
sent
saw
it to me. Yeah,
I
yeah,
sent it
yeah.
to
I
you,
know the one you mean. I know the one
and
you
all
mean.
of the comments were like, "Oh my God, I found my people." Me, me, me. I really like him. I also finally saw
He's.
the video. I've heard of the video of him like singing and playing the guitar, and like I've seen pictures of it everywhere, but I never actually watched it. Finally came up on my For You page. Someone said, Liam, forget the second Red Bull seat. Go make an album. And
Him and Charles Leclerc can collab because he like Charles plays like the piano or something. Have you
oh,
heard his stuff?
I'm I haven't. I'm sure he does. He's rich.
Go on Spotify. He's on Spotify. It's
I
just
don't
him
know.
doing like it's just him. No, he's not singing. Oh, Apple Music. It's there, but he's
But like of just
he's yeah.
Charles.
Look, it's Charles Leclerc. Oh, I think it's Charles Leclerc. I don't know if he's under a different name.
Oh my God, he is. Should I eat his ice cream while I do this?
You have his ice cream?
Oh.
I would have been like really shocked. I would have got like I would have told you to eat it. I need like a taste test of Charles ice cream. I need to taste Charles Leclerc. Why am I leaning in? I have headphones on. Can I get closer to the audio from here? But no,
Anyway,
the
very good.
yeah, you may I saw was did you see Liam Lawson and his girlfriend where she put him in like oh he probably put himself in it a tank top and he looks a bit like Troye Sivan.
I'll find that picture. You send me it.
He looks so like all the comments are like I thought that was Troye Sivan like Liam like
Liam. Yeah. Anyway, I really like Liam Lawson. I think he's very entertaining, and I think V-Carb was the best thing that could ever happen to him. And he is so much happier there, and he's very funny and very likable.
shout out the niceness of VCarb.
And Isaac, it's the Isaac effect.
It is Isaac.
Can we
Isaac's
talk about
lovely.
everyone saying the Carlos effect on Williams, and Alex has gotten 20 of their 25 points?
Yeah. I think it's just those pictures on like the post Abu Dhabi testing where he was like stripping apart the car and like telling the mechanics like like put new things in. So I think that's the case of like the Carlos Sainz effect. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Don't diss my guy Alex like that.
Albano.
Albono. Anyway, the real effect on Williams is gonna be me and Austin in that Miami girl.
When they invite us when we win that contest.
I checked my email today, like, please
I haven't checked it actually. I should check it later. See if I
open it
got it
right
in that
now and
week.
see
Open it
live
right.
reaction to us.
Live reaction. Have Williams accepted me into their garage? Um, I signed up with this email, right? Williams. No.
It's okay, maybe tomorrow. Surely they haven't announced the winner yet.
They got me soon, twin.
Okay, that is everything I had on my agenda. Is there anything else you would like to add?
Is there anything I would like to add? Just a point that Lando hate is very forced. I
Very
feel
forced.
everyone likes
This is
ganging
a
up on
safe
him.
this is a safe space
Yeah,
for the fans because we both
like I'll be knee sliding. I'll be celebrating when he wins his next Grand Prix. When that is a when, not an if.
next
But
week.
that's yeah, exactly. In Miami. Anyways, yeah, that's all I got. So you
That's
can
all I
you can
have to
take it
say.
away. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then that is all for today's episode of The Race Hangover. Hopefully, this filled you in on some of the gaps of not having a race to debrief this week and got you ready for the Miami Grand Prix next week. At least a little. I know probably not a lot, but we touched on it. As always, follow us over on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at The Race Hangover. Again, still shocked we got that name on all three
Yeah.
accounts. Just The Race Hangover. No underscores, no numbers. We're just like that. We will keep you entertained over there while we are still in a race drought. But thank you for watching. I'm Katie Lamoudelaire. He's Austin Terry, and we will see you next week.
Bye.